All right, so we have the May meeting for Butterfly Kisses, and just wanted to share a couple little number things that I did is go over. Top 5 right now for this month. I know I haven't done the banner yet from last month. Whole different ballgame on that. But top 5 are Heather Dunbar, Shonda LePan, Brie Domina, Mila Paquette, and Tracy Davis. Also, Brie has paid a title already and on track to hit star numbers again this month. I don't know what she's doing. I'm gonna pick her brain later. Numbers are low. I'm gonna say that again. Numbers are low. So if your numbers are low and your team numbers are low, don't freak out. They're low from Whitney all the way down. Like it's been group wide, Sensi wide. Out of 106 people in Butterfly Kisses.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. I got you. Out of 106 in Butterfly Kisses, only 50 have PRV. That's okay. Like, we go through these slumps. Vermonters, I noticed, we did it last year. We did it my first year. Like, this is our thing. And the reason we do this, and I know at least up north, anyone who's not up north, I apologize, but I know that up north, we get 3 months of sunshine. And the rest of the 9 months, we're inside, it feels like. So I was figuring, what can I do with those 3 months of sunshine? Well, as we know, we're ending the pandemic and we're working to become an endemic. What can we do in an endemic? We can see people again. Like, I don't know about you, but the extrovert in me loves people. I don't care if you have 0 and you join to kidnap. I want to hang out with you probably, because if we have something in common, I want to hang out with you. I love people. I went to a paint and sip with Heather the other day. I despise painting. I despise that messiness. And I had fun because I was with Heather. Like, it was like just something I enjoyed for a different reason, because I enjoy people. So why not, in those 3 months that we get this beautiful sunshine, we book at least one, if not all of our parties in person. So in-home parties, I've done a few of them now, and they are more successful these days than my online parties. Here's why. When someone comes to an in-home party, they already know that there's going to be a product there. They already know they expect to see their friends there, and they already intend to buy typically. It's crazy, but like, if you go to an in-home, think about when you go into an in-home party, you know the expectations. The in-home parties are like where you're going. Yeah, it's like the biggest PRV like boost is an in-home party, because they're going to smell, see, and buy the product. Like, that is why they're going. It took way less time. It is one afternoon, one evening. I usually book mine in the evening, to be honest. Compared to a whole 3 to 5 to 7 days or 2 weeks, sometimes we give the hostess. Do I still get online orders for those parties? Absolutely. Not as many, obviously. So in-home parties, there's so many little aspects of this, because we all joined during the pandemic. We know how to book online parties. We know that very well. We're tweaking it to do what everyone else in the world knew how to do before the pandemic, which was in-home parties. Excuse me, in-home parties. So the biggest things I have benefited when I started doing in-home parties were I went to the workstation and printed off the host coaching form. Checked it off as I went over put their names on the top, put my date, and then figured out the timeline, because it tells you 2 weeks before, 1 week before, that kind of stuff. Figure out when you're doing that, make a date with your coach to coach your hostess, etc. I then take the order form and print it off from the workstation, and I print usually 10 to 15, depending on what is given for. So instead of doing a group like we do for home parties or for online parties, I do an event. I do not do a group. A group is too much. It's not It doesn't work for me for in-person parties. So I wait for them to say how many people are potentially going. If I see that 15 are going, I'm probably gonna make 10 order forms, because we all know that everyone doesn't always show up. That's okay. Typically I've noticed a lot of my in-home parties orders are over $50. So that makes it very easy for the hostess to also rack up rewards. I always mention in my event that there will be a door prize for those that attend. Do you know what it is? It is a party pack of deluxe samples and a scent circle. That is my choice. That is what I could do with them. And there is no cost to it. All they have to do is show up. And then I ask my hostess for a wish list. And then I ask her to then I post on the event if anyone has a wish list as guests coming. If they want to see something specific, if they have their eye on something they would like to buy. Because if I have it, or if I have something the hostess really loves, I can then use it as a hostess gift. But when I bring that to a party, I have the hostess tell their guests why it's their favorite product and why it's on their wish list. Because then they ooze that passion out. And people can feel that and read into it. But with the guests, I had them also be able to see some of their favorite products. Some of them might love them, some of them might not, and that's okay. But then if I bring some catalogs, they can flip through a catalog, I use the sticky arrows, the Post-it arrows, because then they can stick certain things they want if they don't want to write it all down. And then they can look through and share with their friends. I really like this one. Well, I really like this one. And they can compare the two. It's very interesting, the conversations that happen. And I always say, bring your favorite product. So my guests all know that when I come to an in-home party, my favorite products by the time they leave, they know is my Scentsy Go, my pods, because I love pods in everything. Like I have the fan diffusers, I have through my house, I have the Go, I have the.
She's not kidding at all.
I'm not kidding. I have them everywhere. I love pods. I don't bring the air purifier yet. I haven't found the right way to transport it between, and all of my customers also know that the Whiff Box one is one of my favorite products. And almost half of the people I've noticed have ordered the Whiff Box because they see the Whiff Box I bring with them. I get one in my club, so I buy one for myself, and then I keep one in my club, and then I will give them out as gifts usually. The products inside individually. And then when I'm sharing what I truly love for products, people also can feel that. I'm not like selling something. I'm sharing my love, my passion of what I like, what I am getting from this. It's not just a product. Always bring your testers. And if you've been around for more than one season, you'll have multiples. Use those to your advantage. I say that because I will have mini bags and make a bag party with my additional testers. So I'll keep a set on me at all time. And then I'll take my additional ones that are from previous seasons of the duplicates and make bag parties. Because if someone wants to have a party and I'm offering them and they're not sure what kind of party they want, so I have a bag right here. You can go home, bring this to work, and we can go from there. It's ready to go. It's in their hand. They leave with it. And if they're coming, like I said, if they're coming and they're ordering stuff, you're going to want to ask every single one of them, do you want a party to earn your own things? And if they are ordering, ask them to join, because they can get paid back on their products that they're buying. Especially because we have a consumable product, they can then start to earn back for their own wax or their own cause that they're buying for. By having in-person conversations, you are able to build real relationships quicker in person versus online, to figure out people's knowledge on Scentsy products, as well as their love for the product, or if they're new, versus just doing a poll. When we do online parties, we say, are you a newbie? It's your favorite? Obsessed? you can actually get a lot more information quicker in person with these parties. So I've really found building that conversation, building those connections are huge during during in-person parties. And yes, we sell items. Don't get me wrong, but we're not looking to sell when we go into it. We're looking to share what we love, what the hostess loves, and find out what they love. It's something that will naturally come with selling products, is if you can actually share the products, they will sell themselves. We never want to look at anyone as a dollar sign. I'm going to emphasize that. Everyone is their own person, and if they don't buy, I would be asking them right away to ask to have a party, because it might not be something that they can afford. But if they're getting free product, then as having a party, that might be best for them. And I really emphasize this, don't overthink it and have fun. Like, this is a time for you to enjoy the sunshine, meet new people. Even for some of those introverts, meeting new people is not as scary as we always think when we're enjoying something we love, like Scentsy, and enjoying time with people that we get to have a conversation with about something we love in common. I did see a question in chat, and I have to go back to chat to look. Give me one sec. In the event, I always say there'll be a door prize available when I put it in the event. I do say that. I'm excited to see so many people at so-and-so's party. Door prize will be available for those that attend. And tell me what your favorite scent is that you're looking forward to smell. Like, because then that gives me an idea of who knows some of our product, who says, I really like floral scents, but they don't know anything about our product. And most of you are not new, so I will just show you. Most of you know what my party packs look like when I bring it with me. And it's just an 8x10. And they have little, and then I'll throw a scent circle in here, but they all have joint information. Every single one has joint information. Any other questions before we run away? Has anyone done an in-home party besides Heather and I think Sarah maybe popped that up? Sorry, we're multitasking. Do you do, then I have to look at that question. Do you do games? I do games online to get interaction to move the algorithm. In person, I don't. I found that when I tried doing that, it was really overwhelming. Everyone showed up at different times. Not everyone was able to participate because people leave and come and go, and they just want to see, smell, and be done. And with that, I didn't feel like it gave everyone the same opportunity when they showed up in person to have games. So I didn't do, I've actually nixed games out except for my online parties. Yes, I bring warmers. So I bring, okay. For this season right now, I bring the Bruins warmer. I have the mini and the big because we're hockey people in this house. I bring the butterfly so I can also talk about the charity event, and then you guys all know that's probably my favorite warmer. I have brought the star warmer with me because I earned it, so I show that there's other warmers you can earn by joining. I bring fan diffuser, pods, wax. I bring one bar from each category at least. So one floral, one spice, one woods. I talk about mixology, but I don't really present. I'm like, okay, it's not a presentation. Let's do all of our, like, this is all the stuff. I'll go, this is wax. And I say what kind of wax it is. I say these are pods, they are exclusive to Scentsy. I even go over laundry stuff and how whiffs are mom's best friend. And I also have a pre-recorded video that I do from all of my online parties where I give them a tour through my house, and I put that in the actual event and say, take a tour with me throughout my house. And I share all the products I have in my house as well and what I use, so that people have a general idea of what to expect and what kind of products we have. I see another question. Honestly, how long do the parties last? I tell the hostess I want 2 hours. That's not including setup. I give myself a half an hour to set up. I say I need an area that you prefer that I can put an extension cord so I can plug in warmers. If you don't have an area near a plug-in, just know that we would like an area that we can plug something in. So if we have to do it one at a time, that's okay. Not all houses are set up the way we need to with outlets. And then after the 2 hours, the hostess and I are usually picking up things together and just having a natural conversation about how we thought the party went. I always build my relationships during the party. And I typically don't close the party that day because I have had every single time the hostess say, I have so-and-so from work, or I have this family member who wants to order, but they weren't able to come today. So we just make a deadline of when do we want to close that party. It's typically that week. The hostess gets to choose if they want the item shipped to them, or if they're local, because I'm doing the in-home party, they can ship them to me, and I'll say, I'll wrap them all up like a present. So it's, you don't have to sort anything, and I do everything for you. Some have been, whatever their preference is. I'm not picky. I let them know it's a free idea, like a free service, so to speak, of me wrapping it up for them and sorting everything for them, so they don't have to figure that out. All my relationships I build, I say, I appreciate everyone coming. I have a QR code for my group, for my Facebook group. And with my Facebook group, I'm like, if you want to see everything that's coming out soon, if you want to see the newest products, if you want to, we do interactive posts, we have games in my group. If you want to be a part of that, here's the QR code. You go ahead and scan it, and it will bring you right to my group in Facebook. And my questions are, what party did you meet me at? And what's your favorite like color? I literally make it non-sensy. I want them to answer like something I can learn about them. Do I have them fill out? Yes. So I do have them fill out the door prize. I don't know if I have any up here, because then I can have the hostess pick a form. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I have one up here. It's the forms that you get a million of them on the consultant shop. I don't know if I have any up here, but you get so many of them in a pack. I don't see any up here. They're all down in my office right now. But it's has their name, if they're interested in hosting, if they're interested in buying, all that stuff. Like, they can check a box. And I tell them, I can send you a picture of what it looks like. Yeah. And that way I capture as much information, because I can go back inside the workstation after and enter that information in and put them on my subscription for my newsletter. So then they get also those emails as well. Let's see, what other questions did we have? Sorry, you guys have to bear with me. I got a new phone because I smashed mine this weekend. I am starting to increase my online parties, Shonda. My in-person parties. I am starting to increase my in-person parties because It's so nice outside. The weather's been nicer. And I don't want to be inside doing an online party for a week. I want to go outside. I want to enjoy people again. And I like to be with people. So many questions. I'm sorry. I'm not used to this many questions. I love it though. I do have some people that order after the party. It really depends on, I just really check in after, and when they say that someone wants to, like someone from work wants to join or someone wants to order, they go ahead and order, and I just verify like when do you think they're going to order by. They usually come with their payday situation, so I try to go by that and get it closed within those 2 weeks. I saw another one, sorry, keeps popping up. My wording for getting it more in-home parties. I say that I want to, they verified they want to have a party, and I'm like, okay, now I'm offering, due to the fact that the pandemic has ended, we can do an in-home party, have your friends over, have some wine, something salty, and get to see and smell everything in person. And I have these certain dates available. As soon as they say, I don't want to have an in-home party, I'll move to, well, I do have online as well. So I really am saying the online party option only, I'm sorry, the in-person party only versus offering just an online party. So that's how I'm showing that I want to do more in-person than online. Other questions? Wow, you guys came ready. Let's see. Okay. I think that was it. I think I got all the questions. If I missed one, unmute yourself. Okay, I think I'm good. So I'm going to stop the recording. Give me 1 sec.